What is up, veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we're going to be reviewing The Wild Robot. Now, this wasn't a movie I was like, I need to get to talk about this as soon as possible. I didn't even see it until a little bit after it came, a good bit after it came out, actually, because I think it came out last year, and I didn't see it till I think earlier this year. I watched it with a friend because I've heard so many good things about it. So I decided to check it out and everything a little bit ago with a friend. And here is what I thought about it. Let's read the synopsis real quick. An epic adventure follows a robot uh, known as Roz for short, that is shipwrecked on an uninhabited island and must learn to adapt to the harsh surroundings. Uh, gra- gradually building relationship with animals on the island and becoming an adoptive parent to an orphan Gosling. That's a character from a Disney afternoon show. Sorry. um, but when I first saw the first trailer for this, I was like, this looks like a great movie that would work if there was no talking. And I saw the trailer and everything, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be ruined by talking." It's like this feels like a movie that should be completely like no talking and everything, no dialogue. It felt like it should be one of those types of movies, and I kept thinking that even after I heard the good reviews and everything. I'm like, but like obviously like I not surprised they didn't go that route, but I decided to sit down and watch it and yeah, this movie wouldn't have worked if it didn't do that. If there wasn't dialogue. The movie is beautifully animated. The whole world of the movie, everything, and the robot itself are like two completely different art styles almost, which is a good thing. It makes visuals pop. It makes it like stick out more and everything. I think that's a really good thing that the movie does. The voice acting is pretty good. It's pretty much on par with pretty much any DreamWorks animated film. Um, and overall, I think the movie is just has some beautiful shots, has some really good heart to it. And I think that is like its relationship with the characters and everything. The heart of the story is where the movie shines the most. Um, the design of the characters and everything are really good. I actually, when I went to Universal last year, there was a statue of the robot and everything. And I took a picture with it, and then I thought that was really cool. Um, Unrelated to watching the movie, but do I regret not seeing this in theaters? Yeah, actually, I think this would have been a fun theatrical experience because the use of colors in this film, when especially to help with the storytelling, I think does a really good job. There's this part where like there's like kind of everything that kind of lost its color and everything, and I remember that being like a really good visual storytelling. There is a part at the end where it becomes this whole big fight scene. I don't think we really needed. I think this movie did not need that and everything. But besides that, that's like my main criticism, and it's a big criticism, I'd say. I feel like it didn't need that. It didn't need that ending. It didn't need a big climactic fight to end the story on, or for a big final act fight. Kind of reminded me of Open Season with that. Um, and I don't know if I want to compare this movie to Open Season because that's a much better movie than Open Season. Um, um, but yeah, overall, like the story and the way these characters and the unlikely bonds that develop with characters in this film, I think is one of the film's strongest suits. And it's also a cute film. There's some really cute sequences and everything. There's some fun sequences, and I think this is like one of those movies that like is like it's gonna become like a classic for people. Like it's gonna be like people are gonna look back on this one and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, remember the Wild Robot? Yeah, like that's such a good movie. Like I think this is gonna be one of those movies that has that builds that reputation more and more over time. Because it's definitely up there. Do I want a sequel? Probably not. I think this needs to stay where it is. I don't think everything needs to be franchised nowadays. Um, because I just don't think it needs it. I don't think the Wild Robot needs to have a sequel. Um, um, Overall, it is just a fun time and everything, and it has a lot of heart and everything, and then gorgeous animation. Like I said, my biggest gripe is that fight or battle or whatever you want to call it at the end of the movie in the third act. I really don't think we needed that. I think this movie could have done a lot better without it. I think we should have just left that out completely. Um, but there's one scene where all that's where all the animals come together. I'm not gonna anything about else about that. It's such a heartwarming scene, and it's such a and it's just funny. There are some funny moments. I caught myself laughing quite a bit through the movie. Like it was actually funny. Um, a lot of kids movies, it's hard for like kids movies to like really hit with humor with me sometimes, because sometimes it's very lowbrow humor, fart jokes, poop jokes, stuff like that. Not all kids movies do it, but a lot of them do it, and they're like it's very lowbrow humor. And I don't remember if there was any in this. I think it might have been one joke or anything like that. But like most of the time, I was laughing throughout a good chunk of the film, and I think that's a good thing if an animated kids movie is or, a general audience movie. I'd say it falls under general audience. Um, a good family film, and I think The Wild Robot is one of those movies. Like, did they also? I don't know if they did, but did they release like toys for this? 'Cause I would love like a figure of the robot. Did they release toys for this movie? Because if they did, let me know. 'Cause I'd like to own one of the robot. I would not mind that. Like a little like I put on the shelf back there. I got like I don't know, somewhere back there. I can put it somewhere in the on a shelf somewhere. I think it'd be cool to have. Um yeah, critics give this movie a 97 and audiences give it a 98. So pretty much critics and audiences pretty much agree on this movie. They both like it, both think it's good. They both think it's like a movie that's worth um giving this high amount of praise and everything. Um and overall I just think it is a fun film. I think it is one of those movies that is just here to tell a fun, heartfelt story, and it does it very well. Um, I will gladly, um, I will. What is my rating on this film? I'm wrestling in my head right now where I should put it. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be very generous with this because DreamWorks has been on a high streak recently, at least in my opinion. Well, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Yep, it is a 4 out of 5 film for me. I really enjoyed this movie. The only reason it's not a 5 is because of that. Not even a 4.5 because of the battle, same thing. But everything else has like the movie has so much heart, so much love, and I really enjoy it. Um, but that's really all I've got to say for this review, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think of The Wild Robot? Do you think it's a good movie? Do you think it's bad? Would you? What do you think of it? Let me know down in the comments section, and I will. That's all I've got to say for this review, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other movie reviews you want me to see me do, let me know down in the comments, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye.